Good afternoon. We should be live, my friends. It is well, this watch is a little bit wrong. It's actually around 2:45, 2:30, I guess. 2:30. My watch seems to be wrong for some reason. Anywho, aside from that, I got some somewhat better news since the stabbing. We got these, and everyone got these on their doors, which is good. We got the potential Crime Stopper pamphlet, how it works. We also got a paper about crisis support resources available to our community. Ottawa, Community Resource Center, there's a Distress Center of Ottawa region, Mental Health Crisis Line, Drug and Alcohol Helpline, Youth Services Bureau, Options Bytown, a few other emergency counseling referrals here, which is good. We also got this paper as well in everyone's door. Who do I call? Life Threatening Emergencies 911, Ottawa Police Services. Other emergencies, non-life threatening crime not in progress. Ottawa Community Housing Safety Services we got. We got tenant support workers. I'm talking to one, and these other two I don't really know. I think one of them I did talk to, I'm not sure. And we have a community developer. I don't know exactly who that is. Also, community police centers, home security inspection, child print, neighborhood watch, operation identification, police crime prevention presentations, general police information, community police intervention, etc. Also, Crime Stoppers, the customer service line for Ottawa City Service, including bylaw, which I had to call the same person who the incident happened to. Information referrals of community, social health, and government services. OC Transpo Transit Law Service, which is good. And I also reached out via email to the tenant worker of our housing development. I may have mentioned before I used to do outreach at a dawa that was located there, where we basically went down to Center 510 on Rideau, which is a place for Inuit, Métis, and Indigenous people at risk for homeless, or for addictions like drug and alcohol and so forth. What I did there back then, we went basically there to give some art therapy, presentations, video, and we handed out these Naloxone kits. I still have one here, and this was quite a few years ago. Basically, it's your typical nasal Naloxone kit. I suggested to the tenant worker that we have these kits readily available since there's such a bad drug problem here. Someone has got stabbed. People do take drugs. Someone else died on the fourth floor, I heard too. I'm not sure if it was OD or what. And someone else had to go to hospital, which I assume was an OD risk as well, who I understand is in rehab now. But basically, it's a Naloxone kit with the nasal spray, the little safety gloves, and a CPR face shield. That's what's in these kits here, and I was taught briefly how to use them. But it would be great if we can get OCH to have a Naloxone kit video or a presentation. A video would be good. To have a video on the screen in the common room would be a good idea, or even on the main screen in the front would be a good idea. It doesn't have to be audio on it. It just tells you about how to use the Naloxone kit and the steps to use it. Print it on the screen so people can see exactly how to use these. In the event there isn't another OD here, if someone's selling drugs here, especially when it comes to prescription pills and so forth, there's always that risk. With drugs, there's always a risk of violence against a drug dealer or other druggies or a drug dispute or whatever. All kinds of other violent tendencies that happened and have happened here, not just to me, but to someone else who could have died, but fortunately did not. Hopefully that person gets help too for their problems and so forth. I hope we all get help. It's just hard when there's racism and people don't really support each other. We have to support each other. We cannot go against other people. We have to prevent crime. This whole thing's about crime prevention, drug trafficking prevention, and having all kinds of criminal activity prevention. And that's what I am basically advocating against. and that's why all these problems toward me is probably happening for some reason. And it's a big thing. I also took a workshop years ago about gangs and how gangs work and so forth. Also, I used to have a folder of all the gang names in Quebec and Ottawa. Years ago at the Minnewacan Lodge, they had that pamphlet. I plan to talk to the person there and see if she can manage to get a hold of those for me so I can pick them up and bring them here too. And study it again all over again, especially the new updated version, which there should be. And yeah, hopefully I can get this building cleaned up and people on their feet, and no more violence against women, no more violence against people, no more drugs, no more trafficking, no more illegal activities going on here, which would be great. Make it a safer place, make it a better place, and make it a more happier place. Yeah, anyways, that's the update I wanted to talk about. Yeah, and yeah, stay safe, everybody. Take care and be kind.